I just gaze. Hey, China, I just put it in there. Hey, y'all, I'm doing a special show tonight. Woo! Are y'all ready tonight? Are y'all ready for it tonight? Boy, oh boy. Woo! Come on in here, y'all. Hit that like button. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, China. Hey, China, I sent you the link. Hey, listen. Woo! We about to get real in here tonight, y'all. Yes, we are. No mistakes you can take. There she go. Look like you in the fog in there, China.
Oh, I might have to clean it.
What's going on? Look like fog. You gotta clean off the screen. Woo! What's up, Eric Martinez? Look out the window, TV. What's going on? Hey, Marlon. Yes, sir. Lika. What's up, Lika? South Africa. Everybody from South Africa. I was late. My clock said 9 o'clock. I hope I wasn't late.
You put the wrong time.
I might have been, though. What's up? My clock says 9:03.
I'm talking about on your upcoming, you put 6:09.
I don't know.
It was,
I was late.
according to what you posted.
9 o'clock?
No, you didn't put 9. You put 6.
Wow. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Y'all see how this topic got me all tripped out tonight? What's up, Robin Hill? Mm-hmm. Woo, Sunshine S, Deborah J. I put that chat out early like that. What am I smoking, right? Goodness gracious. So that thing been sitting there for the last hour or so.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know everybody was like, hold it. Say 9 o'clock. We ain't worried about it. We here now. We here. Let's do it. Let's do it. We are here. What's up, everybody? What's up, Marilyn Blivens? I see you, Rachel Wooten. Social Life. What's up, Portia C? Look back at it. 20 years. What's up, Alberto? Alberto. Woo! Look here. I'm just cutting that off because it happens. Hey, I ain't no perfectionist, right? Sure I am. I like to think I am. You know, wrong is 2 left shoes in here.
Right.
Woo! What's up, Love and Life? Linda Rose. As y'all see, I got my special co-host in here tonight.
Yeah.
Man, we going. Woo! Good gosh. Is any and everybody not aware of the young lady from the from Chirac is what they call it. Chirac. They call it Chirac. Chirac. Good gracious.
Hey.
That's your hometown, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Your hometown. Okay. Hey, y'all, we gonna get into this topic tonight. You know, not only is it not only the hottest topic on the internet right now, good gracious, and it has a few different stipulations to it. You know, of course, none of us know the whole story, right?
For sure.
We don't learn that until way after. But we're gonna talk about it nonetheless.
Yes.
So everybody, look, come on in here. Uh-oh. Like you ready. You ready tonight.
Yeah, getting this energy.
Uh-oh. Your energy drink, you ready to do it?
Yes, I am.
Woo! Oh my goodness. What's up, Queen Leandra? Autumn Marie. What's up, Mauricia? Sig Thumb. What's up, Reese? Daniel Bino. Look, family. I'm trying to catch up to the chat. I know I apologize. I made a mistake. That's all. Y'all see how easy that is to just say, hey, I apologize. I was my fault. I
Yeah.
did it. It happens. Hey, no Narcnet. What's up, Leanne? Oh man. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, woo, we're talking about the incident in Chicago that happened. I think it was last Sunday, right?
I didn't catch the date.
Yeah, it was close. It was somewhere in that area. Good gracious. I'm trying to freeze myself out of here. so so I had the let me see if I can pull it back up real quick. Okay, there you go. So guys, in the background in this picture here, excuse me. In the background, you can see this incident. I think I got a better video of this. You know, let me see if I can get a better video of this here because I don't know. So this guy that y'all see in the background, he's going back and forth with the lady in the red over there in the red dress, and excuse me, hey son cat. He's going back and forth with her about they're in a restaurant, right? They're in a carryout in Chicago.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's
So
crazy.
this thing got heated, man. Listen, y'all, I was on two different TikTok channels earlier today. We was talking about this, and man, whoo, well, people in their feelings about this one here. Rachel says she live in Chicago. Okay, June the 24th. So, oh, it just happened. So that was Saturday. Okay. So that just happened Saturday. Okay. So, so guys, the video that has been put on the internet so far, and I'm using this clip from the Shade Room. You know, shout out to the Shade Room. Use y'all clip. You know, I shouted y'all out, right? Yeah, I used their clip, one of their clips. So it's not about their clip. So I'm gonna take the clip out. What's up, Alicia, Miss Breezy? Come on in here, Breezy. Uh-huh. Cause we talking tonight. Yes, we are. We are talking tonight, and you know,
Oh.
we're gonna talk about this situation because man, it was all right. So as like I said at the beginning, it was the young lady, and she went into the store. It showed another video shows her pulling up to the store, to the carryout, right? I'm just trying to send Alicia this chat real quick. Man, this thing get on my nerve. Get on my nerve. And Facebook tripping. Oh boy. Okay. That's how we doing it. Really? I fault, y'all. I apologize. So anyway, this this video, the video shows another video shows the lady pulling up to the restaurant, right, to the carryout. So I'm thinking, now this is my thought. I'm thinking it's I'm thinking that she pulled up to the carryout, and she had already called her food in, right?
And I think with those type of places, you can call if that's a Maxwell stand, I don't think you can call that in because they have it on hand already cooked and you just go in there and you order. But they be having so many people in there that, they have to catch up with the orders. I have never been to that one, but there are others.
So my question is then, because I'm assuming she went in and she went straight to the front of the line. I thought that's what the dispute was about, because she was just picking her food up and she's supposed to leave back out. And I guess he was giving her a problem about, hey, I'm in line, blah, 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 whatever.
See, I have not seen full video footages of it.
There you go. So we can't really talk on exactly how this got started.
Right.
It's a lot of speculation. So that's why they just put it on the internet and say, hey, y'all figure it out, right? Yeah. But the guy's girlfriend has the entire video. His girlfriend has the entire video. And I'm assuming, see, it's something in me that wants that fool, that wants him to stand on something, that he just not just that oblivious, that totally crazy to just walk up to a woman and just punch her and just start an argument and punch her like that. Somebody he don't know. Something in me wants to believe somewhere that he ain't just that crazy. But we talking about Chirac. Anything goes. I'm going to take all that back. I'm going to take all of that back because I do not know. So anyway, there was a confrontation. They both are at the window. His girlfriend is egging on the fight. He's abusive. This guy, people are coming out saying that, he's an abuser, a woman abuser. He beat up his girlfriend that was there taking the video. And other women have stepped up and said the same thing. Write this dude off, man. He just get what you get. When karma show up, it's just
instant karma.
It showed up. It showed out, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, but okay. So there's still another side to this. Now, his girlfriend egging him on, trying to get this thing started and everything kicked off or whatever, and she gets him going, or he's already going. I don't know. I don't know. But his girlfriend had something to do with it because, excuse me, after he beat the woman up, because he punched her in the face a few times, and you could hear it. On some videos, you can hear it, how hard he punched her.
Yeah.
So what he didn't know was her son, she got a 14-year-old son who was outside and he came in. And they said that the restaurant is so small that you can hear people arguing. If you outside, you can hear it inside because it's a small restaurant. So her son comes in the store, he can hear the commotion or whatever, and he sees this guy viciously punching his mother in the face. So, right there, of course, everybody's mind just went blank. You see somebody punching your mother in the face, everybody's mind just went completely blank. And, and he shot the guy. So her son had a gun. So there are different reports about that. He had a gun. It was supposedly that she texted her son outside in the car, bring my gun in, because she has a permit to have a gun. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that's a common thing in Chicago, right?
Yeah, it is.
We hear about, listen, For everybody to hear, everybody in here in Chicago, everybody else around the country, every summer day, every weekend, we waiting on the stats to come out on how many people got shot in Chicago. I don't know what in the hell is going on in Chicago. But y'all definitely getting it wrong up there, man. That's I don't even know how y'all have tourism in Chicago, because that is absolutely, what was it 2 weeks ago when it was hot? It was about 23 people, something like that. Every time it's hot in the summertime, all summer long. Anyway, so the son shoots the guy. And it was supposedly the guy tried to run, and then he shot him. He kept shooting him. I'm thinking he just kind of shot him right there in the restaurant. I don't know, though, because, of course, they don't give you all the footage, right? They don't give you all the footage, so you can't see everything. So he shoots him, and the guy is no longer alive. So now the kid's mother, she gets into a tussle with the son because now she wants to unalive the girlfriend who was talking all this mess, who got this whole thing started.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just his big crazy self who got this started. His girlfriend was the one egging this on, who probably got it started. So the 14-year-old kid, their name was Hood. Their last name is Hood. The Hoods, she wants to go ahead and get the same exact treatment to the one talking. Should get some too, right?
Yeah.
Woo, boy, oh boy. So right there, that's what I think so many people are at odds with, because it's a lot of people on both sides of this, and myself, I'm feeling some type of way about the situation. And I was feeling some type of way because it's like this situation really just stripped me of being able to stand for this guy. I couldn't stand for him just because of the way he hit that woman, and he don't even know her. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing, even for what happened to him, to the level, because I was saying at least, well, maybe if he shot him in his leg, or shoot him in his arm, shoot him in his chest, whatever, to stop him. But the fact is, he deserved what he got. He got what he got. He got that immediate karma. And as somebody, you don't even know that woman, and for you to be punching on her, whether y'all going back and forth or not, for you to punch her in her face or punch her, assault her, man, you get what you get. It is what it is.
Right.
But the problem that I have with this situation is that the woman that, but even that, the woman that is in there going back and forth with this guy, I'm thinking, well, ma'am, you can see this fool is crazy. You see that. It's obvious this dude is stupid. He retarded. He is on drugs or something. And we're not just in Chicago, we in the hood in Chicago.
Yeah.
You're in the trenches, so this fool acting like this, he very likely has a gun also. So why? My question only is, why would you put yourself in harm's way like that? And what if he did have a weapon like your son happened to have, and then it's an exchange? You know what I'm saying? I just felt like it could have been avoided. Now, lots of people were saying the guy, there were men in the store that did nothing but video recorded. And I thought about that, and I was like, man, you know something? and on every scenario, I'm trying to put myself in these people's shoes. I'm putting myself in their shoes. Okay, so if I'm in the line, I'm waiting on my 6 wings and French fries or whatever, my pizza, whatever I'm waiting on, and I see some foolishness in here. I know where I'm at, so that's not uncommon, right? Go figure. But this thing is really starting to kick off. I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, now when I see this dude really coming he getting a little aggressive. At that point, I may say something like, hey, champ, come on, bro. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. And try to just walk in and deflect like that way before it got to that level where he losing it. You can see he at a place where he losing it in it. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Y'all in here. And the way he talking to her, he obviously saying just anything out of his mouth. But, I'm thinking if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right there. But when it gets to the part where it turns physical, and it only was physical for a second or two, and her son immediately starts shooting. So everybody's like, okay, man, I'm out of here, bro. I ain't that hungry. I ain't that hungry. And I'm looking at the guys who were there. I don't know them. I don't know what was on their mind. I'm just assuming that they just wanted to go to the store and get something to eat and go home alive and eat their food. You know what I'm saying? Because you sitting there back and forth. Right. She instructed her son to shoot him. Yeah, and I get it. I get it. Because the way he attacked her, make no mistake about it, that dude, it was some vicious punches he was throwing at her. But, again, my stance on this is really just, I'm in a place where I'm like, listen, this could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. I never in my life would I ever want to see my 14, 12-year-old, 16, 18-year-old son have to defend his mother and his mother in a carryout. And we know we in the hood. Some different rules there. We know we in the hood. We know we in this carryout. And this fool in here acting crazy, she should have just sent him into the store. Should have sent him anyway.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No, because if they're not from that area, he probably wasn't safe. He had to be in the car for a reason.
If it ain't safe, why are we going over there to get something to eat, though?
Because if you knew what those stands were, they far few and in between.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then not all of them cook it the same way. So people go to certain ones because they taste better than others. And so she probably ended up at that one because she felt like that one tastes better than the other ones in other areas.
Mm-mm.
Especially with those, yes. People from Chicago, they would know what I'm talking about because I go to those stands, but I only go out west.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Hold on, infinite divinity. The answer to that is no.
What?
Definitely, he said. So from the title tonight, it's only men that are narcissists. No, bruh. We tonight we not on the Jezebel tonight. We on the dudes tonight because he acting a fool. So we got to give him some attention. That's all I'm saying. No, we're not saying that. No, not by a long shot. Because in my opinion, the narcissist really, what does a narcissist do? They love getting crazy stuff started. And that to me sounds like his girlfriend. The one who's in his ear telling him, oh, she just chumping you. She just come in here and take your spot in line. It's whatever. You can hit on me, but look at this. Another woman come in here, blah, 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 blah. So, and that's the story that nobody's talking about. Nobody's even giving that any credence that this fool, he obviously, and this is another thing. Out of everybody that I heard talking about this today, not one is, and I'm saying, y'all know how big the war between men and women is out here. Not one man sanctioned what he did. Not one man. Not one. I haven't seen one that sanctioned and said this dude was justified or tried to justify what he did. Everybody said, "Oh nah, champ, you jump out there like that, you're supposed to get dealt with a certain way." So men are not, not ones that I saw. So, okay. So you're saying that she, this one might have had better food than the other ones. So she wanted to go to this particular one.
Yeah.
Okay. So since you were from there, and I know you weren't there, you're not in that frame of mind, but the energy and the mindset of how the people in that area think. Meaning, you from there, you came from there, you was there, you know how they get down.
Yeah.
You know what can happen. You walk in the store and somebody popping off, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you see that, you would pop off with them?
Well, my thing is, I'm not a person who would speak with my words. I had an incident. It wasn't in Chicago, though. I went to see my sister, and this female walked up to some guys, and she was asking them for a cigarette, and they started going in on her. This is still in Illinois, though. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't like the way that they was talking to her, but I knew I wasn't going to say anything. So what I did was I went to the car and I grabbed my bag with my gun. And so, yeah. So if something,
all right.
If something happens, you know what I'm saying, then I wasn't going to allow those men to put their hands on that girl, and she wasn't mentally right to begin with, and they know that because they call her Felicia, like from when Ice Cube said "Bye Felicia," because they said that to her too, because she's one of those type of people that beg. And so, I don't talk because I know how people are.
But that goes along with what I'm saying. If you know it's some fools out here, why we engaging? Why we wait, even letting stuff get to the place where it's gonna turn into an altercation? Like one of the Medina says in the comments, she's a first degree. Hold up. Well, she's the woman has a concealed carry permit, meaning she can carry her weapon.
Yeah.
I get, okay, that's fine. But, and in her case, honestly, had dude attacked her and she had it on her, I think she was well within her rights to do the exact same thing that her son did. Well within her rights. No question. I'm just saying, why? Why even let it get to that point? Yeah, I want to buy something out of this store. But even as a man, some fool in my face, even though, I don't know, I guess you do get a different kind of courage when you have a weapon.
Yeah.
Especially if you got, took your class and this fool is just giving you the right to use it, but then there's another side to this because now I done shot somebody. I didn't want to shoot somebody. I got this in case I had to, but is it avoidable?
From what my sister has told me, females are shooting people now in Chicago.
Ooh.
They are, because this is nothing new. I had a friend, she was leaving out. She lived in the suburbs. She was leaving out for work. She's a nurse. Somebody tried to carjack her. Taking her car wasn't enough. So they tried to shoot her in the face, and just so happens it grazed her forehead. Yes. And yeah.
So that's why I say, that's why I did not jump all the way in front of that train right there.
Yeah.
Because I do get it.
Yeah.
And even in my city, and guess what? It's not even delegated to the hood. That's not something that is, it's not something that's just happening in there. I got a call just about 2 weeks ago, my mother was watching the news. My mother lives maybe about 15 minutes from me. She's watching the news and she said, "Hey, be careful because there's a armed, there are two guys riding around trying to carjack people right on the highway." So they've dipped right out into the suburbs and they're pulling up onto your car at the traffic light, and then they'll jump out the car with their weapon and put it to your window and say, "Get out the car."
Yep.
So it's not just in the hood, but so I guess it ain't really too many ways you can get away from something like that, to be honest with you.
The thing is, they know the money is in the suburbs. So if they want to rob somebody for some money, they know exactly where to go. Because people are doctors, lawyers, nurses, and stuff that live in the suburbs. And this was going on when I was young. Because I knew crackheads used to go up north and rob doctors and stuff for their jewelry, their money, and everything, and come buy crack.
So basically, it seemed like we just right back in that same era. But it was a time where you would do that, and you unalive somebody, and there was some price to pay. Now we live in a day where not so much. Nah, it's like, and if everybody's saying it, then it's like, okay, is this a good thing for society? Is this a good thing for society that somebody attacks you physically? You should be able to defend your life by taking their life. Is that a good thing for society?
In that situation, I believe so. I believe in any situation in Chicago because that place is dangerous. It's
Any
dangerous.
situation in Chicago.
Yeah,
Iraq is what they call it.
man.
Man, I'm thinking like, okay, so whoo, man, it's funny because I heard this year they would be making laws that allow this kind of thing. They would be that they were saying, I know that before New Year's came out, they were saying new laws on the book, and they were going to be a lot more lenient, towards stuff like this. And I'm just saying, for everybody, if it means it's for everybody, then I don't see anything wrong with it. If somebody attacks you, no matter who it is, you should be able to defend your life and take their life. As long as it's equal across the board, man, I support it. I support it because I think it stop a whole lot of this foolishness out here.
Yeah.
JBE says, "Stand your ground," like in Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, but Illinois is not that state that has that. So
They don't.
no, I don't know of having a stand your ground law here. I've never heard of it because I know somebody who got killed trying to steal somebody's vehicle. The person killed him, but he still went to jail for that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, well, that's a car though, because that's not somebody attacking you. That's somebody stealing your property.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to be if really, when you take that class, I've taken the class, you're not justified by shooting that person if they're retreating. If the person is not attacking you, when the person is no longer a threat, you're not supposed to shoot.
Tell that to Trayvon Martin's mom.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. If it's good for everybody, then so be it. Then let's let it be, because that's not fair for it to just affect certain people or any one person.
Mm-hmm.
It should be unified that, if you attack me, I have the right. And I think that that's the way this country is going. I think that that's how things are going in this country, because you have so many people that have dealt with stuff like that, and it's always some controversial call. But now, let's take it here. Since we got our hot foot on the gas, let's take it here when it comes to dealing with a narcissist. Because we know a narcissist is not going to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And if a narcissist can unalive you before you get to tell your story, then they can unalive you and basically not be charged for it. Just through a claim. Hey, you know what? Hey, she hit me. She attacked me. I defended my life. She attacked me. And I'm saying, are y'all ready to hear that? Because you know that's coming.
But you know what? Like you said, it has a lot to do with classes. And I believe that other people can probably pull it, but anything our people do is questionable. So I don't think that a black woman could easily shoot another black man and the police will say, well, we're not going to investigate it. Of course they are. You're going to get arrested. You're going to go down there and go through the process just like you're supposed to. But it's sometimes.
I think they did go through the process, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. They said, we ain't see nothing wrong. We ain't see no crime happen. We didn't see a crime happen here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They said, hey, let it roll. Let him roll with it. Yeah. He punched her in the face 3-4 times. Yeah. He got what he's supposed to get. That's exactly how they looked at it.
Yeah. And I agree.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. So, you know, because now, you know, with this other community that's out here, you know, you got men or people that used to be men turning into women, competing with women on certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So, you know, we are living in a world where anything goes. So to try to hold anybody accountable for doing something what we might feel is normal, I'm saying, and think about this too, as a man. Now, yes, a man is stronger than a woman. It should be anyway. Most men, you know, well, men are physically stronger. Yes. A man attacks a woman. And that's domestic violence all day long, right? So now, y'all, you in the house, y'all get into it. It get a little too heated. Hey, it's a whole lot more jokers gonna get cut down. Your Honor, he attacked me. He punched me in my face. I shot him. Does that not open the door for that?
It does.
It absolutely does. Mm-hmm. What do we say? Is that justice?
And you know, that's a hard decision that I can't really even
we got to go all the way there with it. Is it justifiable? A man smack a woman, punch a woman. Is it justifiable to kill him? Is that justice? Come on, say what it is.
No. It's not justifiable for a man to kill a woman. A man is stronger than a woman.
No. I said a woman to kill a man for hitting her.
If he smack her, no. I don't think so.
That's a hit. She can't hit him back. She can't beat him.
Yeah, but a smack is not really intended to do real bodily harm to you.
You seen him smacking contests out here?
No.
Whoo, you better watch one. Them dudes literally get knocked out, getting slapped. Yeah.
I'm going to defend women, so that's my stance on this one.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to defend them, defend it.
And that's what
Is it justified? And I'm saying this for women, because there's a lot of women that have gone through domestic abuse out there. Lots of women who have gotten into altercations with their man inside of their space. Is that justifiable to say, hey, man, you know what? It turned physical one night, and I had to shoot him. He ain't with us no more. Is that justifiable?
Yeah.
Woo! She said it. She said it. She said yes. Whoo! I didn't think I was gonna get that one out of you.
I danced around it for a while.
So I'm saying this though, because we can't have a law that just good for y'all. That's not fair. That's not equal, is it? So for any time a woman get, blow her stack, start swinging and hitting a guy, should he have the right to shoot her? Because if he hit her back, she automatically got the right to shoot him. Remember, you just said that. Come on.
I just can't see a man doing that to a woman. It's just
because see, we talking about legalities at this point. We talking about legalities, and of course, just the internet. This is the internet. You're going to have, if you can say that it's okay to shoot a man who's beating up on women, I'm saying that's a big space you just opened up. That's a big space you just opened up. Because what about the people who lie? What about the narcs who lie about getting beat up and shot somebody and unalived them? Because they say, oh, we got into a heated argument and I done seen narcs do some mess, man. And if they had these access to this type of stuff where they wouldn't get penalized for it, I don't think too many of us in this chat would be living.
Yeah.
If they could just get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's the person who's on the other side of the gun decision. If that's what they feel, because who am I to say that a man doesn't feel threatened by a woman? Just because I want to defend women, because there are men out here being abused and being lied on. So I would only be one-sided and unfair if I saw it and just on one side. And then knowing how narcissists are, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. We opening up a lot of space. We opening up a lot of space for people to just be able to, justify, I did something to somebody. I took this person away from here because they, this person attacked me and this is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it got to go both ways. It cannot just be, well, you're a man, you can't do that to a woman. Right. If I know that I couldn't do that to a woman, right? If a woman got the right to shoot me in my tracks, right?
Yeah.
That means that if I even thought, if I got attacked by somebody, and believe it or not, men get attacked by females all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So if that means I defended myself, she literally got the right at that point in her mind. We talking about crazy people out here, though. Just like the fool in that thing that attacked her. It's crazy people out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then look at her son. He's only 14 years old. He's already 14. And he has a body on his conscience. On his conscience at 14. What's the probability of him living a normal life after that?
You know what? If they're from that neighborhood, that was bound to happen. Whether she had him do it or he ended up out on the streets doing it. Because that's the thing in Chicago. They don't have no respect to age, gender, anything. That life is rough. And, when I was young coming up, I don't really even want to even elaborate on that, but yeah.
Man, oh man.
And
You know,
nothing has changed. The thing is, since there are no more gangs, there is nobody to teach these men. See, when there were gangs, people would tell them respect women, don't hit women, don't argue with women. He would have got dealt with by his gang members for even talking to her like that if gangs were still out there. But now everybody's freelancing and it's by block, and they don't have, these people don't even have respect for their own moms. It's crazy. I still go to Chicago, and I've seen where a man just beat the hell out of his girlfriend. I'm looking out the window watching it,
and it's just going on during the day.
and people just stand there and watch.
So my question is, how is it that, the government hasn't, put the National Guard out there, or there hasn't been some massive situation put together to go up there to try? What's going on in Chicago that every weekend in the summertime, everybody just looking at the news to see what the number is for Chicago that weekend? Every weekend in the summertime when it's hot outside.
Because stuff like that, that's what it usually is, over a girl or rap music, something stupid.
Something over a girl.
Yeah, a girl is always in the center of it all.
Wow. Now that was deep. That was deep right there. That was deep right there. So, and like I said, we didn't get the whole story because there's another side to this story, y'all. This guy's girlfriend was egging it on. This guy's girlfriend was getting this stupid stuff started, instigating, and man, oh man. So they just every day out there, it's just every weekend. It's whatever. This how we doing it.
Yeah. It's like survival of the fittest up there. It's like every man for himself. And then from what I hear, they now have it where, which is stupid, where if you got to go out and kill somebody and then make a rap about it.
Now I heard about that.
Yeah.
And that's something that is actually going on in this area, right? And I'm hearing about the kids now. That they are, you gotta unalive somebody and then make a video about it, taunting that person's relatives, so that we keep on just keeping it going. You get one, they get one, y'all get one, they get one.
Yep.
It keeps the song. So if this ain't the devil, please somebody tell me what is. If this ain't the devil himself, and just like in the situation we're talking about, this young man, okay, the fool who was in there punching his mama, somewhere somebody just as ignorant as him actually care about that fool. Maybe. We assume, because usually foolishness knocks of a feather, they gonna have some other ones around them somewhere. What happens when they want to retaliate against the young boy and the mother?
You best believe when they got out, they didn't go home. They couldn't. No way, no how. No way.
Woo-wee.
No way.
Right here in DC. But you know what? Now, I spoke to somebody. I talked to a young lady a couple of weeks ago, and this happened. Good gosh. This happened to her son and his best friend the night after their prom. They got robbed by some kid they knew, and the kid that they knew unalived one of the boys. He unalived one of the boys, and because there was a carjacking, he said, "No, I ain't giving you my car." and he did it to him right there. And then they go out and make a song at this boy's gravesite. They go, disrespect his gravesite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If this ain't, guys, we are living. I'm saying it doesn't get any more clear than that. It doesn't get any more clear than, and you know what? This is how far out of line that we are right there. That tells you how far out of line we are just on this planet. It tells you how far out of line that we are with the planet, that we're out here and people just have weapons and they just it's just random destruction every single day. There's not a day. If you watch the news, I stopped watching the news years ago because I just got tired of hearing it every single day. And you're going to hear it every single day. And now you don't even have to watch the news anymore. If you listen to the radio, if you listen to anything that communicates with people, certain weekends when you really have a lot of people that get unalived, everybody's talking about it. It's like it's a barbecue now.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Look, guys, we are right here in the midst of the devil itself. This is a spirit out here.
Yeah.
This is a spirit that is absolutely destroying people. It is out here destroying lives. And okay, a lot of people were saying that in that restaurant, the carryout, that the men weren't protecting her. You know what I'm saying? They felt like why aren't the men protecting? And I'm thinking like, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Real talk. I'm not about to reduce my life getting shot. I'm not gonna do that. I got a much bigger calling on my life than going in some carry out, and because y'all whether you decide you're gonna go back and forth with this person or not, this person just attack you. That's one thing. I see y'all both in there going at each other back and forth. I'm assuming y'all know each other. Okay, they must know each other. I don't know, but I'm going in the other direction. That ain't nothing I want to engage in. I ain't going out here, hey man, what's wrong with you? Blah blah. No, because it's too many people out here getting unalived at one time for doing crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
And nowadays, people have this thing like, man, look, it's already hard enough to stay in a right mindset. And you around here with these people are animals. This dude, he's an animal. He's a straight savage. That's the only thing you can really say about him. He is a savage. But then I look at her and say, ma'am, you have at least the wisdom to have a child that's on the honor roll. So you got some sense. But is that urging you to be right? Worth going out here putting yourself in harm's way? That urge that, I ain't got to do nothing. If I want to get something right here, I'm going to get him right here. Is it that serious? Because I'm saying if it's that serious to you, it ain't that serious to me. It ain't. And I ain't going to go over there and take part in that. No. No, sir. Both of y'all go ahead and get y'all weapons, or everybody that go there, y'all get y'all weapons. Y'all want you to take target practice each other, and y'all do y'all thing. Because I'm not going over there. Because to me, it's just, I can't justify something like that. With all the stuff that we could be out here doing with our life. And at 14 years old, I wouldn't even want my son to see no mess like that at 14. Hell no, I don't want him tried and tested at 14 to see what he would do in a situation like that. raising a killer from 14 years old. We had a kid in DC that was 15 years old. They literally had to bring the FBI in here to catch this joker. He out here this fool is out here killing people. 15 years old. And you almost got a city terrorized? 15 years old.
See, my son, he's 15, and he saw the video, and I asked him if he was in that situation, what would he have done? And he said he would have done the same thing. He said, and my son, I never raised them in the hood. It's just the love for that mother and the appreciation for that mother that it wouldn't be a second thought.
No, I don't necessarily think it was just that. I think it was more so the adrenaline and the electricity. This person is attacking your mother with the force that the only option you have at that point is using this thing that you have. Now, let's look at that for a second. What in the hell is a 14-year-old doing with a 9 or a gun in his pocket? Now, I'm assuming mom said go to the car, or mom sent them the text message in the car, or whatever. He heard them, and he got it and walked in there with it. Now, I go to the gun range time to time. I don't go that often, but I do go from time to time. You know, because you got to stay in practice with your guns, the guns I had. But my thing is, I know how much force and velocity that a gun uses.
Yeah.
And even at close range.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to hit a moving target.
It is.
We sitting here, you trying to hit a target that's stable in the gun range. Imagine if it was doing all this, you'd be almost impossible. And this kid is 14. It's just hard to believe that this guy has never shot that gun before.
See, but
he's hit him 3 times.
It's hard for us to see that we possibly, because I take my boys to the gun range. I want them to learn how to shoot a gun. White people do it. So that could have been his situation where his mom, takes him to the gun range and he probably shot the gun there. So we don't know the situation. So
that's true. He could. That's very possible, because I take my son to the gun range too.
Yeah, other people do it. See?
That's true.
So we don't know the situation behind it. And I could just tell by the type of woman she was to just stand there and argue that she wasn't a good person. But that still doesn't justify her having the man hitting her. It doesn't. But
no, and I want you to say that loud and clear that nobody agrees with that dude on any level.
No.
Nobody. He is all alone in that grave, and don't nobody feel sorry for him right now. I think his own mama kind of look at him like, yeah, you kind of got what you supposed to get, but we still mad about it. Deep down inside, she know, hey, dude, what you doing punching this woman like that? Yeah, but again, and that was the main thing that I was saying, that why not just avoid some of that stuff if possible? If it's possible, you ain't got to sit here because some fool and want you to argue with them. I mean, we talk about that every night in here. What does the narcissist need? It needs somebody to abuse. They need somebody to argue with, somebody to fight with. They need that. And I think this dude showed it. Overt narcissist. That's what y'all call an overt narcissist. He just out in the open with it. Like, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm stupid. I'm a narcissist, and I'm about to punch you in your face if you say it one more time. What was he saying? You say it one more time, I'm gonna punch you in your face. Is that what he was saying? He
said, "Oh, my grandma, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna punch you in the face if you say something else." And she said something else, and he punched her in the face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Praise the Most High said in Chicago, you don't even need a gun range. Oh, good gracious. You don't. I mean, that to me, and I got a cousin that lives in Chicago. He lives in the suburbs, but still, I'm like, dude. But I guess at the same time, it's just like here. Like I said, we in DC. We got a place. We used to have this place called Simple City, if you can imagine, right? But I think right now Langston. I think Langston Lane, Blaine Place, or one of them streets over there. Good God, same as Chirac. You better not go to the store over there where they at, because anything and everything goes. But ain't no store over there that got nothing good enough for that I want to eat that bad. It's gonna make me want to go in there and even try my hand. Like, man, it's nothing over there. No, nothing that appetizing.
It is to me because I don't live there. So when I do go through there, I gotta have it.
oh, so the food is that good?
Yeah, that stand that she go to. Yes.
Okay. I believe you. I ain't going though. I am not visiting that spot right. Nah, not in the neighborhood where I know how they get down. You might not be able to leave, but the food was good. That food was good.
It's surprising that it happened right there because that area right there is not as bad as the others. It's like in between.
Yeah.
I grew up in that area, and it's like in between because usually like from 111th all the way up to 115th is the problem. Then you got 116th, then it jumped to 119th and down is where the problem. So I'm like kind of confused. I go through there all the time when I go to Chicago, and it's like a desert. So that was like shocking to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that anywhere like where Obama and them live at? Is that close to there?
Oh, heck no. Obama in Hyde Park. And that's not so all that good, but
that's what I'm saying. When I remember, I went over there before.
Yeah.
And it was like a shooting maybe about 6 blocks away from his house. I was like, that's the president's house over there.
Right. Because you just have a train that divide the two.
Man, I'm saying, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is just, to me, it's just too much. And again, bad behavior. That dude got instant karma after he punched that woman in her face a few times. Her son was right there to deliver it. And nobody's feeling sorry for him at all. I just feel like, but I still feel like, yeah, moms, you could have made she could have made a different decision. She could have made a better choice as far as even, and I'm saying, when you see a guy that's disrespectful, you entertaining him, you giving him conversation. How are you even talking to that fool? Like, dude, I don't talk to fools. And then some women say, but if you don't talk to them, then they want to hit you or beat you up for that, or they want to do this. And I'm thinking, for real?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's probably why she didn't take her gun in there, because she knew it wasn't safe to even have it on her.
Okay. I mean, in a place that's that unsafe, where you worried about your safety every day, all day, and you got kids, what makes you stay in an area like that? Why not just say, man, you know what? Let me go down to Texas somewhere and get in the desert, or go somewhere, or just to another city where we ain't got all this danger.
I don't know. But that situation made me think, like I said, my mom had 8 kids and we're down to 4 now. And it's coming up on a year where my sister was murdered last August and just thrown in a garbage can like trash. and was there for days that she was so decomposed that they couldn't even tell if she was a man or a woman. Yeah. They didn't even know how to contact the family just because she had a pacemaker. That's how they figured it out and identified her through that. Huh?
That's how they knew who she was, through the pacemaker?
Yeah. But like I said, before she was even identified, we had people who called us and told us it was her before the police did. And when I called down there, I was interrogated. It was like, how do you know? We didn't know who she was. We didn't know who to contact. How do you know who she is?
Whew. Wow. Man, I can't imagine, man. I
Yeah.
tell you, again, man, we living in a world where this stuff is just so horrible. This stuff is becoming commonplace. And now it's right in front of our eyes where we can see it. I remember seeing that movie. Do y'all remember seeing that movie in church when you were young about what the last day looked like? I can't remember what that was called. Somebody in the chat told me what it was one night. But it said that one day there's a day coming where you won't even be able to hide under a rock. Everything is going to be exposed. But it didn't say how. And now we can see that, yeah, because everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a cell phone, so everything is being exposed. That's what's going on out here right now. Everything is being exposed. And when we look at situations like, the situation that happened in Chicago today, I mean, not today, but on Saturday, it's a reminder. Guys, we talk about a narc. I'm ready to ditch the name.
Yes.
Because it's just it's where they're hiding now.
Yeah.
They're hiding behind that name. It is the devil. That's who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the devil. Up front and personal. We're dealing with devils. I mean, we're dealing with straight up devils. And I'm saying, and again, yes, I ain't putting a disclaimer out there. She got mad. She was so mad with that guy's girlfriend. She was going to do the same thing that her son did to him. She was going to do it to his girlfriend. So
right.
She over there just talking trash, right? So now we can justify doing it to her because she talking trash? Can we? Can we justify that? Come on.
No.
Because I'm saying this. This is where we headed. I said headed. This is where we are. This is where we are. They dropped all the charges. They said, hey, ain't nothing happened. Hey, we didn't see it. I'm saying now, in cases like this, yeah, we can see, okay, yeah, he deserved to get, he got his karma right away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we know how narcs are.
Yeah.
We know how narcs are. And we know what's coming back ain't going to come back the same way.
Yeah.
It ain't.
I want to answer a question. They asked, was that person arrested? No. Chicago allowed murders to solve themselves. My sister is a cold case. And no matter how much I got on them, they just wouldn't do anything until they just stopped taking my calls and pretended at some points that there was no foul on her. I'm like, I just called yesterday, so how not? And then they'll be like, oh, the detective's out on another homicide and all of that. Chicago is lazy. They don't care.
You're right. You're right, because Chicago has a reputation throughout the entire nation. They have a reputation throughout the entire nation that it's just uncivilized in certain places. It's worse than a third world country. Yeah. I don't feel like that when I'm in a third world country. I don't feel like, whoa, Like, I gotta be watching my back and looking around or nothing like that. I don't feel like that. Chicago, not so much.
Man.
Even though when I've gone, the few times I've been to Chicago, I've been to downtown. So, I think that's I guess that's the safe part. Right there on where the pier is,
Not no more.
Either.
No.
Whew. Wow.
No. They everywhere.
Everywhere.
Just like roaches,
Oh man.
It's just so crazy.
Wow. Hey, well, I tell you what, we're gonna have to revisit. Well, I don't even want to go revisit that crazy because this we gonna have to at some point though, because this is real life, y'all.
Yeah.
This is everyday life. That female that egged him on to assault somebody. What type of female even thinks like that? Number one. And then he's crazy enough to do it. He just crazy enough. He crazy because he beating her up, and she mad because he only beating her up. You let her get up here, she just gonna take your spot in line. And this fool lose it. Who you think you ain't getting my place in line? And he gonna beat somebody up. Oh my goodness, man! You make some of that craziness make sense. All. It's and this is how you look at it. Like they say about a fool. Never argue with a fool because from a distance, nobody can tell which one of y'all is the fool.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
They're arguing with a fool. And this fool attacks her. Fool attacks her. And he, a fool, getting egged on by a fool. Who, man, oh man.
Because he couldn't control her. He wanted her to shut up, and she wouldn't shut up. It was a control thing. He told her if she didn't shut up, he wanted her to shut up, and she continued to bruise his ego.
Mm-hmm.
And so to reclaim his ego and his manhood, he felt like that's what he needed to do, when it really just stripped him of every piece of manhood he had, just to punch a woman like a man. That reminded me of my dad hitting my mom in the face like that, and me having to see it as a child.
Boy, oh boy. Well, I tell you, that's too much science for me. To even think on that level where, I'm looking at people like this guy, and like you said, he jumping out there. I'm not giving him any excuses.
Yeah.
I'm not. I ain't giving him no excuses. It is what it is with him. He got kids. He got kids too, that no longer have a father. And, who knows, man? It's like all we can see now is that, he was wrong, and it's a lot of hurt in that situation. Yeah, he definitely was a no question. This is a coward. Don't even describe that dude. That don't even describe him. And again, what I'm looking at this like I'm looking at what would I say to my family members? Because if I was in that kid's position, I would have did the same thing. In all honesty, I would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
Somebody doing that to my mother, it might have got worse than that. You might go in the kitchen and grab some knives and do some more to them. You know what I'm saying? Because for somebody to attack your mama like that, that's one thing. But then, mama, why you in here arguing with this fool? Why you ain't just come get me? Period. Let's end it right there. Why you ain't just come get me?
Or leave.
Leave. Let's go to another one. The food good there, but daggone, it ain't that good. It ain't no way it's that good. Ain't no way.
She showed her character when she wanted to shoot the girl. So that lets you know what type of person she is.
Exactly. She went right out there like, hey, we ain't finished. We gonna get her too. That shows you her character.
Yeah.
So, man, and I'm saying, there you go. All praise to the Most High said, or just call the police. Do the police come if something like that is going on?
Police be so tired. They
don't even show up.
If they do, it'll take a long time because they figure it's bigger things to focus on.
Yeah, that's true. Because you know what? I think that was one of the new laws that just passed too. Like police only coming out for certain types of crime. Like in San Francisco is like that. Police only come out for, I think they only come out for felonies out there. If it's not a felony, they don't even come out. And it might be the way it is everywhere. So they saying, hey, you better strap up. And that's everybody. That's all of us, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live it. Literally, we are taking this right back. Time is repeating itself. We're going right back to the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. It's funny.
So.
My sister lived in Indiana, so I had went there to the gun shop. I wanted to purchase a gun from there. And I don't live in Chicago. I live in a whole nother city. I'm like 2.5 hours from Chicago. And they told me we don't sell nobody from Illinois a gun because they figure I came across lines to get one for somebody else and take it to Chicago. Yes, they told me that I would have to buy the gun and pay $70 to have it shipped to a gun shop here where I can pick it up. They was not letting me walk out that gun shop with that gun.
Oh, well, they just changed those laws in Florida. I was down there a few weeks ago and they were like, hey, all you need is an ID. Walk in there and grab whatever you need.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Guys, this is here. It ain't coming no more. It's here. It's here. And I think the way they're setting this up is, man, okay, you can disrespect somebody if you want. You can disrespect them if you want, but you ain't gonna get away. They do have the authority, the power to deal with you, should you decide. Yes. They letting people just handle their own business now. They like, hey, we'll see him at the morgue or whatever,
Yeah.
Police not involved anymore. They like, hey, man, we ain't in it. Yeah. We'll figure it out after it's done. And it seems like that's what they're doing. I mean, like they say, at first they picked them up, and they were getting charged, and they said, hey, man, we dropped them charges. This ain't no case here. Yeah. That dude was wrong. There it is. And I guess that's at a place where they could prove it. Hey, Ashley.
I'm curious as to what type of childhood he had. And if I had been thinking, my brother, he's a Cook County sheriff, I could have contacted him and see what information he had on the case. But I probably can look into that, call him and see.
Yeah, find that out for us.
I am.
You know what? Excuse me. That was something else I was thinking about too, because it's like other women have stood up and came out about that as well. They're saying that, yeah, this guy, he's done this to other women too. See. Not just his girlfriend, not just this woman, but other women. So beating up women, he down with that. That's his thing, Oh, well, I guess he got it,
And that's the mentality, because like I said, my brother, he's my dad's son. I don't call him half brother, but he say he served warrants and stuff, and when he go pick people up, he say all they talk about in there is when they get out, how they gonna do it again. And yeah, that's just their mindset there.
Wow, man. Yeah, you know something, ladies and gentlemen? I've grown to realize that this chat that we have 3 nights a week, we are disconnected from another world out here. We are disconnected from the evil that people do. We're disconnected from, somewhat disconnected anyway, not totally, but we're somewhat disconnected. And I'm glad to say that. I'm happy and proud to be able to say that, guys, we are really on another vibration.
Yeah.
We are, because it's some damn fools out here. And it's only, this devil is showing his face more every day for us to see how much abuse is going on out here. How much, just lying and manipulating. Because really, that's what this really sounds like to me. It boils down to a case of manipulation.
Yeah.
Obviously, this guy has he has a history, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a history. He beats up on females. He beats up on women. Well, he gets with another toxic person, because his girlfriend, obviously, she's just as toxic because she's egging. What female agitates her boyfriend to attack another woman? What female does that? But a narc. And now he's gone. So really, the people that they really should be mad at, they should be mad at her. They should be mad at his girlfriend. They shouldn't be mad at the little 14-year-old boy. They should be mad at his girlfriend.
Yeah.
The one who really agitated the situation. Because if she was any type of female, she should have been able to go over there to him, babe, calm down. What are you doing? What are you doing in here? You can't attack this woman. Yeah, she know him. She in there agitating it. Oh man, I guess we'll see. I guess we're gonna see what this thing comes out when the other video comes out, and she was videotaping it. She videotaped the whole thing. Yeah, that's the tape that they ain't let out yet. That's the one everybody waiting on. That's right, One Love, the true Jezebel.
I want to hit on a subject that might step on some toes here, but I'm going to say this. There's a lot of broken homes in the Black communities.
It is.
And
it is.
A lot of, fathers, Black fathers, don't stick around to raise their kids, to raise especially their sons.
Now, you're going to challenge that. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Because on the other side of that, I've seen that. So I'm not going to just throw that out the window and say it ain't true, because I have seen it. I've seen women raise their children. And this dude, and I'm saying dudes with jobs, good jobs, have nothing to do with the kid.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
But I've also seen and experienced being kicked out of the situation by that mother. So, that was my first child. Listen, my daughter, when my daughter was alive, I used to have a police escort to my daughter's house every Friday just to get my visit. Yes, just to get my visit. Just to get my visit. I had to have a police escort to her mother's house every single weekend. I literally had to go get a court martial. Had to get a marshal. Go take her to court. Go get refused to visit enough times, because they're not going to just do it if they refuse your visit once or twice. Go to the court. File my motion, go to court. The judge says, okay. He don't just take my word for it. He says, okay, look, this is what you do. You go over there tonight, pick up your daughter. If they don't let you get your daughter, You come back to this courtroom tomorrow. I'm sending the marshal over there to lock her mother up. I went over there that night. Her mother said, no, she ain't home. So I get it. I hear that. My experience, though, is the total opposite. And I've seen other men in the chat go through the same and worse. I've seen men go through the same and worse. We got one guy in the chat that's taking care of the kids that's not even his.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we say that, but there are lots of guys that feel that the female in our community has taken advantage of the system. And the system, every time I went to court, good God Almighty, I couldn't get custody of my daughter, and my daughter didn't even live with her mother. I took her twice. I went for custody twice. She did not live with her mother. She lived with the grandmother. Judge told me, and I remember like it was yesterday. He said, sir, I'm not going to penalize this woman because she's financially really incapable of doing what you could do for your daughter. I said, Your Honor, my daughter don't live with her, bruh. My daughter don't live with her. Can I raise my daughter? No. Yeah, it's going to be in my documentary. Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's a small percentage of men that get pushed away by the woman. All my life, I have seen men walk away from their kids, walk away. I'm going to tell you this. My dad has 50 kids.
Ain't no way your father got no
50 kids,
no.
I promise you.
No.
Yes.
No.
And you know what? I'm going to say something right now that's going to blow your mind.
You just blew it.
One of his kids are.
Who?
R. Kelly. No joke.
See, you going too deep tonight, China. You going too deep tonight, China.
No joke.
Ain't no way.
Yes.
Ain't no way.
Yes.
Robert.
I'm quite, yes. You saw my last name.
That's your brother.
Yes.
Man, stop, Johnny.
I wish my sister was on here.
Cap.
Yes.
China, that's Cap. Come on, Cap. China, you from Chicago, though. Uh-oh. Robert's from Chicago. Uh-oh. We're gonna need some proof of that one, China. We're gonna need some proof.
Let me call my sister.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot.
Hold on one second.
That's a whole lot. Hey, y'all, we got R. Kelly's sister in here tonight.
Hold on one second.
Woo, Focus for Life. Said a lot of people.
Can you hear it? I'm calling my sister.
I hear it. We hear it.
God. If she answers.
We gonna wait till she calls back. No time for text messaging, nothing.
Yep, I'm gonna just keep calling her.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Call her back. Because we want to know.
Okay.
Says she is 50 kids. Ain't no way he got no.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Ain't no way your father got 50 kids. No way.
Yeah. He admitted it. He only claimed 17.
It's no way.
Hello?
It's no way.
You asleep?
Yeah.
Hey T, I'm on the live and he don't believe me. I need to confirm who is your dad's son.
Why is you putting me on that?
Girl, answer the question.
Oh, R. Kelly, that's who.
Okay, that's all. He just wanted you to confirm that.
Oh my goodness.
She hung up on me. She mad.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, wow. Well, damn.
Yeah. He don't acknowledge me though.
What?
Yeah.
Why
He
not?
wants nothing to do with us because he don't like my dad, even though my dad's not here anymore.
Oh, okay. He feeling some type of way. Woo!
Yeah.
50?
50.
How do y'all know it's 50 though? How do y'all really know it's 50?
He said it was. He said he was, because he was in the military too, and he was over there doing his thing, and yeah.
Oh, okay. see, that's why. But that's why you think that way, because you like, nah, Joe. My father, nah, Joe. I saw him do it. So I get it. I mean, hey, I'm gonna take your word for it. You ain't got no reason to lie to me.
I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'm authentic.
Goodness gracious.
Yep.
50 kids.
Yes.
50.
Yes, it came out his mouth.
How? 50 kids. Wow. How old is the oldest one?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Y'all ain't never all met up or nothing. Y'all just
No.
like.
I met one. We had gotten into a fight with her and found out she was our sister, so we let her go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pop running around Chicago like that.
Project life. Yeah.
Good gracious.
That's a lot to me.
Pop's out here going hard. But you know what? So, like I said, you do have cases out here that it's some guys out here that's irresponsible. And I don't think you'll ever hear the men here disagree with that. Never. But that's just not our experience. We just like, hey, well, we were told and we thought that it's always the guy that's doing the cheating and the lying and the stealing. And we like, whoa, no, we got some different receipts that say different things. So yeah. And then, when you throw that system in there, man, I've dealt with this system. I listen, I fought for custody. I had custody of my daughter. I had joint custody, right? I had joint custody of my daughter. I had my daughter 60% of the time. But because her mother would no longer be entitled to child support, they shortened my visitation. Not because she wanted to do more for my daughter, but because it changes the dynamic of the child support. I was already buying everything, doing everything, just everything.
Right.
She was manipulating the child. So, and that was the case. I dealt with that for 21 years. Yes, DC make you pay that thing all the way out.
Wow.
Yes, you pay that all the way out. And it come right out of direct deposit, right out your check. So, and I'm saying, good gosh, I was in a situation where my daughter's mother was so manipulative that I remember one night when I was married, we were out at a show. We're going to a show, and my daughter's mother jumped out on us because she had went to the show. And she goes, "You out here spending money and you ain't paying your child support?" This is in front of I don't know if you see DC, we have the Warner Theater. That's like a big theater here, where big events happen. And we were going to see a show, and this is right out in front of everybody, right?
Wow.
You out here and you doing this and you dress like this and you and driving that and you ain't paying your child support. And in my mind, this is how believable narcs are. Excuse me. Oh, I got it too cold.
Bless you.
This is how convincing narcs are. One thing is what's coming out your paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay? One thing, there's no question about it. You know what's coming out your paycheck.
Yeah.
when she jumped out on me out there, and my ex knew it was coming out of my paycheck, we looked at each other like, wow. So what? Are they not taking it and giving it to her? Because there's no way that she would just jump out here like that, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. So we go back to court because I was going to court a lot with her. Good gracious. Going to court a lot with her. We went back to court maybe about 2 months after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go back to court 2 months after that, and I'm telling, it's like she's dealing with corporation counsel, and I said, hey, dude, she's saying, and this is all three of us at the table. I said, she said that she's not getting her child support. And the dude, he looked at her and said, ma'am, you need to stop. Don't do that again. Because I told her what happened. I said, man, look, she jumped out on me right out here in front of Warner Theater, telling everybody outside, I don't pay my child support. What are y'all doing with the money? And he said, no, sir. He opened up the book. He's like, no, sir. This is what she gets paid every 2 weeks. She just rolled her eyes like, whatever. Because she could care less.
Right.
And if you walk down into any court building and just sat in there for a day and watched the craziness that happens in there, man, I'm not even gonna tell y'all about the time I was living. Me and one woman was living together. She had a child, and the child wasn't mine.
Oh boy!
Listen, I got a million of them, right? All I'm saying is that we all come from different backgrounds. We got different stories, but at the end of the day, we have an experience. My thing was, just like I was going to court, and I saw how the system would take advantage of me, and I would be doing extra. I was buying all of my daughter's clothes. I was putting money away for college. I was purchasing, her health insurance, life insurance, dental, you name it. I was doing all of those things, plus taking her on her vacations, doing Christmas, doing birthdays, everything, buying her school shopping, whatever she needed. And I still had to pay her mother. And my daughter didn't live with her mother, right? But at the same time, I would see other women that I knew, that I grew up with, that I was friends with. I could see how they would be in the same similar situation where they would have a child and they got to raise that child. And they would be like, wow. I was envious of their situation because I would be like, wow, man, that must be cool to have somebody, because they were wanting the child's father to be involved in the child's life. And I'm sitting here going through all this craziness, trying to be involved. So, and that's why I stay right where I stay with the message, because I realized that on one side, you have it, people are going through the same things on both sides. It's no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought about my brother, my mom's son. He was abusive to his girlfriends, and he was on drugs, and he would pimp them out and everything so he could get high, and somehow they ended up on drugs too. And he finally met his match, because this one chick did him exactly like he did her, and she would do that off and on, leave hot and cold and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she told him she was going to take him back, come to Minnesota, and he ended up dying at the bus station. He went into a diabetic coma trying to get back to her, and she didn't come to the funeral or nothing.
Yep. And we got stories like that for days.
Yeah.
For days. And it's on both sides. It's no one side is, this and nah, it's both ways. Like the guy was saying earlier in the show, like, oh man, so we saying that all guys are this? And I'm like, nah, man, we never gonna say that it's just men. Oh no. I got all my experience from females, okay?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah,
So, but again, But let me not say just that. I had a stepfather that was, good gracious, that dude was terrible. Oh my goodness, man. Yes, my mother got remarried after they broke up. Man, her first husband. Whew, good gosh, man. This dude was the total opposite nightmare. Like, just abusive. He was disrespectful. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we had a good chat tonight,
Yeah,
y'all.
they get their karma, you know.
Yeah. They get that karma. That karma be right, and people be thinking it take forever. And when he got his karma, you know what I'm thinking? That dude got his karma, but at the end of the day, it wasn't just for what he was doing right there to her. He had
Yeah,
done this to several people.
yeah,
Yeah. So, nuh-uh. He got a chance to live his miserable life, and then, hey, all right, that's enough.
yep,
Focus for Life said a lot of people were in survival mode already. Things are getting worse, and people seem to be losing their
yep.
confidence. Man, that
Completely
is
agree.
so. That is so true.
Yes,
That is the word of the hour.
yeah,
For real, man. People are losing their minds
yep,
and I think that one of the reasons people are losing their minds is because, again, you don't know what the devil look like. And when you can't see it, it's like, how do you combat it? How do you fight it? You can't fight an enemy that you don't see,
yeah,
especially if the enemy looks just like you. You don't
yes,
recognize it. You don't.
yes,
Marty, thanks for the super chat, Marty. Marty says, we must try to understand that we never will comprehend delusional people who have an underdeveloped frontal brain lobe. No empathy, remorse, nothing there. Hey, Marty, whatever you want to call them, I'm in agreement with you.
yeah,
Okay. If that's how we get there, that's how we get there. This thing is real life, and it's for everybody every single day. We see what's going on. We're dealing with it. We're trying to figure this stuff out. We're trying to figure out, how do you live your life and stay functional, not lose your mind when you got people out here just doing whatever.
yeah. And it's always been survival mode. And then for some people, it's not even that. It's just that people envy other people and they want what you have. See, a lot of people tend to say, oh, they jealous. No, it's deeper than jealousy. It's envy, because that person wants your life. They want what you have. And if they can't have it, they don't want to see you with it. So they're going to try to destroy it.
Man, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. And when you're in a fight or flight state at all times, you can't function like that. Nobody can. Nobody can live their life on the edge the way you see this devil having to live its life. Guys, narcissism was created.
Yep.
The word, the language, the words, it was created by a narcissist.
Right.
Which means it was created by the devil. Why? Why? Because that devil was thinking 20 years ago, people are going to get on this internet and they're going to be talking. They're going to be talking on this internet and they're going to be talking about us. So we got to, in order for the devil to stay hidden, give him another name. Give them another name. We used to just say they crazy. This person, they just crazy. They just act like this. They act like that. Dealing with the devil.
Mm-hmm. And we always making excuses for people behavior, and then it gets worse and worse, and then you want to slap a label on it other than what it is. I'm not calling them narcissists. I'm not excusing their behavior. That's dehumanizing them. They are human. They are not invincible. They're just like you and me. And when you say supply and new supply, you make them not look human. And that's why a lot of people want to go back to them, because you like, oh, you feel sorry for them. No, see them for what they are. They like you and me. They bleed, and they know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
Alicia said, Narc coach Quinn just put a video out exposing whistleblower. I saw it coming. Yeah. You know how she do.
She said he have twin daughters he don't take care of, call him a deadbeat.
You know, that's again, and since we talking about the Black community, good God, you know, who on the internet but us doing something that ridiculous? And I can't wait till she watched this video, because she probably watching us. You and people that look like you, and then I'm talking to her, the only ones on the internet that do this.
Yeah.
The only ones. Why? Because they are devils. And they see, okay, y'all getting answers. Y'all getting answers. You getting too close to the answer to this. And we got to throw that off. No, we got to throw a monkey wrench in that program. You know, and then come around there and tell everybody's this, and she in everybody's business. And goodness, no, she knows she don't want her business out there. She tried to sprinkle it a little bit, but she knows she don't want her business out there. She knows she don't. I remember her father done reached out to me, but I ain't on her level. So, you know, if I was all about that old smear campaign stuff, I would have been had him on here, because he been in my inbox for a minute. Like, bro, please let me expose her. I'm like, man, nah, I ain't about to turn into that. Because you know what? I see what happens to those coaches, and y'all look at them. What's that girl's name who got sued by Cardi B? What's her name? Tasha K?
Is that the one? Yep.
Man, yeah. Just will tell anything. Just to say, get on the internet, say just reckless with it and don't care.
Yeah.
Don't even care. And they not the only ones. It's other ones out there. But, you know, again, if you have a message and your message is not about helping people, if it's not about, you know, summing this up and bringing people together to make a happier place, to make a better place, to give people some clarity, then you're going to see those people. You will see them rise up, guys. It's going to happen. But they only rise to fall.
Yeah.
Remember that. These people ain't new to falling, but they want everybody down. They want everybody to fall. They do.
Yeah.
They think it's cute, because who thinks like that? Who laughs at you when you fall?
Yeah.
The devil.
And a lot of times y'all got to understand that they've done this so much, they've seen this movie before. So they know when it's coming, and they take off running. That's how they escape karma. They take off running. You get the tapping them on the shoulder, like, oh, got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it takes for some of them at old age to sit down and think about this. And that's when they suffer, but I wouldn't want to be them. They spend their whole life running. They never rest.
That's it. That's all they do. That's all the devil does. And because the devil can't rest, because they don't get rest, they want you in the same way. They want to tell you stuff to worry you.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. You ain't, you soul tied. Your soul is tied to that person. They give you stuff, they tell you stuff like that so that you will think that, because they know that as long as you think it, then that's what you are. As long as you think it, that's what you are. That's how fragile the human mind is.
Yeah.
If they can make you think that, then you are. That's why I said I'm gonna stop using that stuff, because I realized just repeating it and regurgitating that same stuff, it gives it power.
Yeah.
And they don't have any power over us.
Nope.
They absolutely have no power over you. Your soul is not tied to that devil.
Nope.
It is not.
I think it's temporary insanity. That's what it is.
I think that we just really get hurt, you know. You hurt and you're disappointed and you're looking for some clarity. You're looking for something that makes sense out of all this. And the devil already knows you want answers.
Yeah.
And what's the best way to make sure you don't get them? Hey, let me lead you off over here into narcissist land.
Mm-hmm.
It's narcissists. They're bad. They're bad people. But we all have narcissistic traits. You see how they do it?
Mm-hmm.
Then they got with the DSM-6, the catalog, the book, you know, on mental disorders.
Yep.
They selling us a whole bunch of bull, people.
Yeah.
They selling us a whole bunch of bull to make you think that you need this and you need that to cope and all of these things. And, you know, this is how you get your mind back. And they ain't doing nothing but, hey, they selling us something.
Yeah.
That's it. At the end of the day, that's what we are. You know, you think about the state of our country right now. You know, we ain't got no money, right?
Right.
The state of the country, we don't have any money, but all of the trillions of dollars that we make in salaries for everybody every year, how are we trillions in debt? We're so far in debt, we can't even pay the interest on the debt anymore. How? Who got all that money?
Yeah.
Who has that money? Man, this devil is lying to us, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. Thanks to the super chat, Leanne. Leanne said, it sure seems like there are plenty of grifters trying to coach empaths about narcs. Proceed with caution, especially when they aren't talking about spirituality. Yeah, hey, I'm trying to tell you. And then, you know, then we got this new spirituality out here. You know, I ain't religious, I'm spiritual though.
Right.
What does that mean?
I guess religious.
But what does that mean? Either you with God or you not. Which one?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like figure me out.
Yeah.
Like come
Hide behind a label.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you not, look, I'm gonna just say it just like I feel it. If you ain't walking with God, it ain't nothing I can do to help you.
Yeah.
If you ain't got nothing in common with God, you ain't looking, you ain't searching, you ain't trying to get there, what you doing? You working with the devil.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, some people don't believe in God. I'm like, hey, okay, that's your business. That ain't mine. You know, that's your thing. You try to figure it out then. You know, you don't even believe in God. That's where you need to start right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it takes a whole lot more than me just to help y'all with that. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to have some fundamentals that lead you to a place where you can be helped and you can be guided. And I think that's all of us. I think that when we listen to that inner voice, I think that is God talking to us.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Your inner voice. That's your connection to God. That's God told us he's always with us. So there it is. That's that inner voice.
And you know what I've noticed? I see a lot of these content creators seem like one ticked me off so bad. It's like how to get your narc back. Now, this is a well-known person. I'm not going to even say his name. And how you say, oh, you shouldn't want him back, but then you tell the person how to get him back. What type of nonsense is that? That's when you just know you just need to quit.
But they feel like a lot of people, that's what a lot of people want. They want to figure out how to get back with the narc. How do I get this joker back? Because this pain is too much. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Like they're telling people stuff like that. Like, yeah. I'm like, man, you want to go back to that? You want to go back to hell? It wasn't bad enough the first time.
Yeah.
You want to repeat the process? Okay. All right. Remember, you said it. And that is some of us. Some of us don't trust the process. Some of us don't believe that you're dealing with a real evil entity.
Yeah.
But you walk outside every single day, go about your day. You see all the craziness going on in this world that we live in. Now you can't say that you don't see it because everybody got a cell phone. Cell phone is watching everything out here.
Yep.
Everything. So we can no longer just say, that no, that's not it. And oh, this doesn't happen. Now we can say it happens and we can prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, but you know what? There's another verse for the Bible told us. I don't know which one it is. I just know that it's saying it goes something like this, that in the last days, meaning the last days that this devil will have rulership, the truth will be so plain that nobody will be in a place where they can't see it. But the disobedient still won't see it.
Yep.
Somebody look it up for me. Somebody go in there and get it. Somebody know. But yeah, that's how it is. And that's where we're at right now. That's what we're at. Would you say, it's time, said 2 Timothy 3. I had to look that up. Because that's the time we in, y'all. That is the time we are in, man. You ain't going to God. Who you going to? And where are you going? Really, you got to ask yourself that. Who am I? What direction am I going to out here right now?
And that's what I hate when people say, oh, go to the gym, do this, do that. That's not how you rebuild. And I always do research. And if you look at it, how the narcissist, these people tear you down, they work your mind first. And that's your emotions. They get a hold of your emotions. And what does that do? That breaks down your body, where you get your gut feeling, where you don't trust anything anymore. And once they get your mind and your body, now they're working on your soul. And when they leave, you have to work in reverse. You have to build your soul first to get your health back in your body, to get your mind right.
Come on. Go ahead.
So stop listening to people telling you to look at superficial things and go to the gym and do this. You can't. You have to build your soul first in order for your body to get back healthy, to have a strong mind. You have to build in reverse.
Okay. I'm with you. Somebody, hold on, who was that? It's time, said 2 Timothy chapter 3, you write on it. But mark this: there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous. Good God Almighty, hold up. Without self-control, brutal. They will not love good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure. Hold up. I keep getting missing. Lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness. Woo! Did we just say this? Having a form of godliness, but denying its power. Did we just not just said that? have nothing to do with such people. Did y'all hear that? Have nothing to do with such people. They are the kind who warm their way into your homes and gain control over gullible women.
Shoosh.
Who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desires, always learning about, but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. Whoa! Always learning, but never come to a knowledge of truth.
Yep.
Good God, boy, oh boy. Now, that was a load right there.
Yeah.
That's 2 Timothy chapter 3, y'all. Chapter 3, 1 through 8. Hey, y'all. Y'all can take it or leave it. That's where I'm at with it. Y'all can take it or leave it, man. Because that's where we at. That's where we are right now. And we are in that time. And we're going to keep on doing what we do. We're going to keep on doing what we do. Hey, y'all. Hey, China, thanks for coming in tonight, man. I needed your help to get through this one. Good gracious. I ain't know where we was going to go with this for a minute, but,
yeah,
as usual, we always get to the correct place because it's always about helping people get right, get it together, and we're going to keep on doing what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, see y'all on Wednesday. Hey, listen, for the rest of y'all, especially my London family, my South African family who get up early, who don't even got to get up early for this, tomorrow is Tuesday. So, yes, we will be right back on the radio. That Tuesday radio show, I'm going to post the link I'm going to make a post of it. I'm going to post a link on my channel so y'all can get up early tomorrow. Now, the rest of y'all, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 to 8. If you're in London, it's 12 to 1. You're on the West Coast, I don't think y'all gonna catch it because, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
So what time is it for the Midwest?
Well, what is that? You were 1 hour behind us? So if it's 7 for me, I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm an hour behind.
So that would mean that it's 6 for you.
Okay.
There you go. 6 in the morning. Yes, indeed. Hold up. Let me get the radio station real quick. Let me shout it out because yes, indeed. Come on, man. How do we do that? It is the number 1 community radio station in London. How about that?
What do you mean, David, male or female? What is that question about?
Is what male or female?
He didn't say. He said male or female, China? Question mark.
Okay. All right. It is. Hold up. Supreme FM, y'all. Good grace. I don't know why I can remember. That's that short-term memory loss. Supreme FM, y'all. Supreme FM. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Supreme FM, London's number 1 community station. Y'all jump on in there and hang out with us in the morning, man. It's a beautiful start to your day. If you want to get up early, yes, indeed, get up early. As a matter of fact, watch me. I'm about to put it in the chat for y'all right now. How about that? Can I do that? I think I can do that. Let me put it in the chat for you right this moment because I can do that.
While he put that in the chat, I just want to tell you guys, even if somebody tell you, somebody you paying super chats, I mean, there's nothing free. We do this, for y'all, but I mean, that's just to show your appreciation for us taking time out of our day, to give you guys this information. And there's nothing fake about him. He's very authentic, and he found me, and I give it to y'all raw, and he know when somebody's being real or not. And you see, he just made me prove what I said on here. So he ain't trying to trick y'all.
He's on the spot. Y'all got celebrity in this house. Give it up.
So don't question him. I talk to him all the time. This guy is the real deal. I'm telling you guys.
Hey man, that's what we do, man. That's what we do. And we're gonna keep on doing it. So we're gonna have to get you to sharpen up that hammer for Friday night, y'all. Yes, indeed. Cause we're gonna listen. As the narc turns up, so are we.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's the relationship. Okay. That's what it is. I just put the link in the chat, y'all. Supreme FM. I'm just hey, number one.
We doing that subject you sent to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
okay.
we will.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, we out.
All right.
And Soul Train.
Bye, guys.
See y'all later, family.
All right.